Marriage Unscripted Podcast. Talk that real. Marriage Unscripted Podcast. Keep it honest, keep it real. We laugh, we cry, we learn it through the mess.
Hey, welcome back to Marriage Unscripted Podcast. We're so excited that you're back with us. I'm Coach Mo.
I'm Coach Mack. Glad to see everyone.
And I just wanted to just come back on and talk to you. We are enjoying our time with you. Just talking about, the real aspect of marriage. It's unscripted, it's real conversations. It's just kind of getting to know the things about being married and what it represents, what it means. There are some struggles, of course, but there are some good things. And so we have been married for almost 20 years, 19 years this year coming up. And so we know a little bit about what marriage is all about. I'm not going to say we know everything, but we know a little bit.
Yeah, we will be discussing different issues that may affect your marriage or help you get along better with your spouse or girlfriend, soon-to-be wife, or you're engaged, along the lines of being able to communicate with each other.
Yeah, we talked very much in detail about communication. Communication is the biggest thing that in order to have any type of relationship, but sometimes it's a little difficult when you are married. But not for us. My husband just walks away when I want to talk to him.
That's not true.
See, he shakes his head.
Not true.
Shakes his head. So I mean, there's some good things. He does listen to me. Let me just make that clear. He listens to me. He does not argue. Doesn't argue. I think we talked about that earlier on. But y'all, we are a little hot and a little tired. We did some parenting today. We went and took our youngest baby boy to go and tour a college. This is his last year in high school, so he will be a senior starting in August. And we went to tour a school in North Carolina. I'm just going to tell you, it was a hot day.
Yeah.
Extreme hot, and for me, if I'm in the sun too long, I get a little bit of sun poisoning. So I hope that's not what's going on. But overall, we had a good time. We did some parenting things and explored a little bit. It was a little comical, but y'all know how we do. Everywhere we go, we're a little comical. So, but it was good. Just. He says this particular school is top two contenders.
So I look like he was pretty happy with the school.
Yeah, we didn't get to finish all of it, but that just leaves us room for another time to go visit again. So we are here. We didn't want to, leave y'all out. So you'll be seeing some clips about a little documentary about our journey. So visit my YouTube channel, Pursuing Promise, Coach Mo's Corner. Visit that. And also just visit my website. Honey, you're going to get all the goods and all the details about what we do, how we coach. We don't just coach married couples. We coach the ones that are single and they're trying to prepare to be married, whether it's the wife done, whether it's the husband done, and what that looks like. And we also coach the those that are engaged, those ready to take that next step. Listen, it is a tiered process, but we coach you now. I'm coaching the women, Coach Mack is coaching the men.
Or you're a couple that's your boyfriend at the time is thinking about asking you to marry him. And he don't know how to do that, but first of all, his nerves probably toe up, and because he don't know how to ask, or he don't know when to ask, when's the perfect time. But that's a later discussion.
Yeah, we'll talk about it now. Look, he may give you some ideas, man. on how to get down on one knee. Yes. We got to talk about that, baby. Yeah. Okay. All right. But we got a little something going on. And I think today we're just going to talk about the preparation part. You know, we're going to talk about the singles part and let's talk about just relationships. I think it's important. And because, you know, this is the real talk. This is the Marriage Unscripted. But the whole thing of the matter is how to create relationships that last. And so one of the things that I just have been really, you know, not wrestling, but really been kind of wanting to get some clarity on and wanting to understand about what men really want. On the other side, what women really want. You know, I think it's because it's a two-sided thing. And I know there are a lot of men that want different things, and that's fine. But, you know, I just wanted to kind of give it to the perspective of us, what we really wanted. And I think in previous settings, we've kind of shared I've shared what I wanted and what I desired. He's not so much. So we're going to talk more about what he desired. And then I'm going to take it to the polls. We're going to see what y'all want, what the people want. Okay? What do y'all want in a woman? Men, what do y'all want in a woman? Women, what do y'all want in a man? Husbands, what do you want your wife to look like? Or are you being those type things? And this might carry on to multiple settings because I think it's really important. I think that's the starting place. Not to mention there's some other things, but I think that is a starting place because if you don't know what you want, how do you know that you want to be a husband? How do you know that you can prepare to be a husband? How do you know that you can prepare to be a wife? So I think it's important that we start at the root of it all.
Well, that's at the dating time and planning to be together. As a man, from a man's point of view, when you get into that relationship with your girlfriend or significant other, and you gotta let your girlfriend know at that time, these are my expectations. You gotta set those early and often. Because sometimes people tend to forget, and when they're in a relationship, what your expectations are. But you got to set those early on in the relationship, and then your girlfriend got to expect the same thing from you. Because it's not about boundaries; it's about expectations. What you think your girlfriend should, how she should be respectful towards you. Make sure that if y'all not there at each other's trying to take each other's head off and just arguing all the time. But you gotta be able to sit down and talk to that person, because a lot of times you actually start dating a person and say you go to their place and they got pet peeves that you don't even know about, and you got pet peeves. All that needs to be discussed and from a male's point, for me in particular, with me being ex-military, I got an expectation that my house needs to be needed all the time, because you don't never know who's coming to your house.
It ain't always neat, y'all.
You'll never know who comes to your house. You got to be presentable. So
is our house presentable?
Yes, it is. I think so.
Baby, you fussing me about our bedroom all day.
Well, yeah, I do, but there ain't nobody going in our bedroom. I'm talking about the common areas.
Oh, you talking about the common? Well, yeah.
Because you got to make sure those areas are needed all the time. You never know who comes to your house.
Well, you said something. I just want to kind of circle back a little bit. You're talking about setting expectations. Now, what are the expectations? The standards that you have? What are the different?
Well,
are the expectations and standards? Let's start there.
I say expectations. Some people got high standards because they're trying to. It can be male or female. They set these standards on what they got a fairy tale of what they think their husband should be doing, and how they should be acting, and how they should be taken care of. No, when you get down to the real world thing is y'all as a couple, y'all there to take care of each other until if you get married, you make it to the point from girlfriend, engaged, married. At this point, when you're married, you there to take care of your spouse until death, till we depart from each other.
Well, I don't know, honey, because sometimes women like to be taken care of.
Oh, I mean, the man gotta also like doing it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So you got some men that be like, you need to take care of yourself. I don't know what to do. At that point, you need to say, hey, ask your spouse what how can I take care of you better?
That's good.
Don't just ask the questions out loud, because people got a tendency to do things and not ask the right questions, or they say what they're thinking out loud, and then it just comes a shock to that other person or your spouse.
So let's just want to be clear. So are expectations the same thing as standards?
No, in my opinion, no.
What's the difference?
Well, with standards, people got in their mind like, I should find me a spouse. She gotta be pretty. She gotta make sure she put together. I gotta make sure.
That sounds more like qualifications.
Well, that's qualifications.
That's not so much as standards.
Well, that sound like qualifications, but you get a lot of men think like, man, when my wife lead a house, she represent me. She got to make sure she put together.
Do I represent you, baby?
Yes, nigga. You gotta make sure you put together when you lead a house, because you represent me when you go out in public. Same thing with a man. You go out there looking like a ragamuffin, ain't shaved, ain't you mean you just look like you lost, like my father used to say. You look like you're lost. You got a house, but you come out the house like you're lost, like you don't know how to take care of yourself or nothing.
Yeah.
So people got those standards, and when you come into a relationship, that's something y'all need to talk about, the standards. And expectations and standards probably go hand in hand.
Now, do men qualify women? Because we talked a little bit of qualifications, and I had mentioned that some of the things that you were as examples. Do men qualify?
Yeah,
some men qualify.
Some men qualify women because they're looking for that trophy wife.
Oh, okay, trophy wife. So the trophy wife is one that looks the part, that has a particular figure, has a particular look about her, the appearance wise, is some regards maybe like a princess wife or model.
That's what they're looking for.
That's something that you now do.
A lot of times you don't get that, because a lot of times you go. The thing is, when a lot of
times men may not want that.
Well, yeah, that's true. But when you go out there, you got that model in your head. This is what I'm looking for. You go out there and looking for that person, but 9 times out of 10, you don't find that person.
Yeah.
You find the opposite.
Yeah. So you might find some trophy women, and the thing about it is.
Trophy women headaches.
Explain.
They're headaches because they look good and everything put together, but that to me, my opinion, in my experience, I never went out looking for a trophy woman because one, I mean, I could get them, but I didn't go look for that because I didn't want the headache. That mean to tell me they got more. They care more about their appearance than the person they with.
It's costly.
Well, I ain't worried about the cost, but they care more about their appearance than the person they with. then they get into the thing like, well, if I'm looking good, he got to look good too.
Again, like I said, it's costly.
Yeah, it's costly. Yeah, it is.
It's costly because you got to keep up what they consider.
Yeah, you got to
keep up with the Joneses.
Yep. Ain't nobody trying to keep up with the Joneses. You better take care of yourself, take care of your family, and care about the dirt that you live on.
Maybe why I gotta be dirty?
It is dirt. Why can't it be? When you buy a house, where it's sitting on? Dirt. Yep. That's what my father used to tell me. You take care of the dirt that you live on. Don't worry about nothing else. Yep.
Okay. I don't have anything really to say about that. Okay, the dirt that you live on.
Yeah, you take care of the dirt you live on.
So we're talking about, we're talking about qualifications, we're talking about standards, we're talking about expectations. So I guess the question at hand, what do men want in a woman?
I mean, they of course, because if you got it, I mean, some women get upset because they don't want to be able to have to take care of a man and they hear mama's boy. They don't want no mama's boy. They want a man who be able to take care of themselves and take care of them too.
Do the men that are considered mama's boy make it easier or harder?
I think it make it harder because they want somebody. They looking for a girlfriend, but at the same time they looking for somebody to take care of them. Yep, but I ain't never been that type. I mean, I took good care of my mother.
Yes, you
but
did.
I'm not
better than some.
I don't consider myself a mama's boy, but I took care of my mom and made sure she had everything she needed. Both my parents, made sure both had everything they needed, and that was it. And then I went on my business, lived my life, and took care of myself to the best of my ability, and that was the expectation. As you grow up and lead a house, you're expected to take care of yourself.
Yeah. Because
you may run across the one thing my mom always told me. She taught all her boys how to cook. Mm-hmm. So you get out there in this world and you come across a female who can't even cook. They burn boiled water. Mm-hmm. So then you're in trouble.
So I'm gonna call out 6 traits. Okay, 6 traits. Mm. And I want you to rate them in order. What's important to you? Okay. Mm. And then I'll go and I'll just share with you what the poll, I guess, the poll or the statistics say. Mm. Okay. So this is so trait 1. And the rank them 6 is their 6. 6 is the greatest, 1 is the least. Mm-hmm. Okay. Kindness, mutual love, emotional stability, intelligence, physical attractiveness, and faithfulness.
Okay, physical attractiveness is last.
That's number 1. Okay.
That's last because, I mean, you may find somebody that's decent looking, beautiful. They can have all the greatest looks in the world, but their whole attitude sucks. Mm-hmm. Their attitude make you look ugly.
Yeah. Kindness, mutual love, emotional stability, intelligence.
Kindness is next because you got to be nice.
Now, is that next as far as?
Well, kindness is number 1 on the list.
So kindness is ranked at number 6.
And the what was it?
Mutual love, emotional stability, intelligence, faithfulness.
Kindness and then good health.
Where do you see good health in that now? I didn't know what I said. Right there. No. Kindness, mutual love, emotional stability.
No, kindness, emotional stability.
Okay, so kindness is 6.
And then mutual love.
3.
Intelligence.
4. Faithfulness is 5. Faithfulness is number 2.
Yeah.
So faithfulness is the second to the least important for you.
Yeah.
The second to the least important? Oh, faithfulness to you. Okay, faithfulness. Okay. Well, let me tell you what the statistics say.
Mm-hmm.
The statistics say faithfulness is the highest priority. You said that's the least important. Okay.
Well, faithfulness to me, if I worried about is that faithfulness, if a person being faithfulness to you, it's always there in the back of my mind. But I look at all the other stuff first, because that tells me those ones I rank higher tells me what kind of person you are.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
you're saying if someone is loyal to you, is kind to you, loves you the same, then there's no need for them to be faithful.
No, I'm not saying that, but that tells me what kind of person I'm dealing with. Then I got faithfulness in the back of my mind, and once I'm satisfied with what I see with the other traits, if I see that I'm satisfied, then I know in the back of my mind, okay, this person could be faithful. That's it. That's just me.
Okay.
Because I'm looking at all the other traits first. Because I rank kindness first, because why would I want to be with somebody that's mean as hell? I ain't been with nobody that's mean as hell to me. If they treat you, you could be pink with purple polka dots. Okay? Now, if you mean, and you got a nasty attitude, you think I'm gonna stay around? No. I'm going about my business.
Yeah, it's stressful.
I ain't being stressed about nothing.
Yeah. So those are actually, faithfulness is one of the highest priorities, and for men, physical attractiveness is high.
I ain't worried about that. I mean, like I said, you can be the prettiest person in the world, but your attitude tells me you ugly. Mm-hmm. I don't care how good you look. You got a nasty attitude, you're a nasty person. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Your whole attitude stinks. Yeah. So I ain't gonna deal with that either.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. So I think for women, I think I'm gonna go kind of like a little deeper though. I think the highest priority, I think physical attractiveness is somewhere in the middle. But right now, I feel like women want to be loved. Mm-hmm. And part of that is because, I mean truly loved, because they're dealing with, some of them are dealing with, trauma, they're dealing with other issues. And I think they really want to know that they are loved and that they are valued. There's that. I also think that women want to, faithfulness is another thing. I think if a woman is with you, a woman believes that she is satisfying, not so much with the intimacy, but she is satisfied. She satisfies you mentally, physically, and emotionally. Mm-hmm. Because as a woman, when we are with you and we are intimate with you, we give you our all. Right. And so I think when we find the unfaithfulness occurs, that is a sense of breaking us to the point that we start second guessing. We start devaluing and shrinking ourselves, because
Right.
we're like thinking that, well, I gave my all to this person and he wasn't in it either, and he checked out and looked for somebody else.
Mhm.
What's wrong with me? So I think those are the things. They
Right.
really want to be loved.
Mhm.
Faithfulness, yes, is top. And the attraction, I don't think that's up high. Now, some women, yes, maybe, but I think for the grand scheme of things, physical attraction is low, because I'm gonna tell you, you can have a very less, and I think you've hit it. You can have an unattractive person treat you so much better
Yep.
than the most handsomest creature out there. But there's that. So what does statistics say? What's the highest rank for women?
Good health.
Mm.
And then kindness and understanding.
Mm-hmm.
And then emotional stability, intelligence, dependability, and then financial stability, good earning, capacity.
All the things I didn't say.
Yeah, capacity.
And that's interesting, because I think it really, for me, I don't need financial stability.
Well, this day and time, most women
don't.
got education and they got their own jobs. They know how to take care of themselves.
Right, they're self-sufficient.
Self-sufficient.
They are.
Yeah.
So I don't
need
think. I think for me personally, I didn't need that.
Mm-mm.
I wanted somebody to love me.
Right.
To love me no matter what. That's all I wanted. So this is interesting. So talk to me from a marriage standpoint. What makes for a good wife? What are you looking for? If you were to ask a single man, or if you were a single man, what do you look for in a wife? I'm not talking about a dating partner. I'm not talking about a situationship. But what do you look for in a wife?
Well, in our case, I was looking for someone who was family oriented.
Mm-hmm. Why family oriented?
Because I had a young son. So that was top of my list. This list that you're talking about, it can change.
Yeah. Depends on your season.
Depends on what you got going on in your life.
Yeah.
But at the time when I met you, I was looking for a woman that was family oriented, and because it not only were they getting me in the relationship, they get my young son too.
Yeah.
So, and then I had to make sure they was kind and they treated my son right,
mm-hmm.
versus treating me right too. So
yeah.
Depends on what.
Yeah, because that's a package
what you got
deal.
going on in your life at the time.
That's a package deal. And that's interesting, because a lot of times it is vice versa. Women, especially when they're having children in the mix.
Right.
Some are looking for a father for their children.
Yeah.
And some don't care nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
They're selfish. They want the man. They want, all the things. That's interesting. Yeah, for your case, it was, but you had a little different situation. You knew you were going to get your son the second half of his life, his childhood life. So I understand why that was on your mind. That was.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
That was a thing. You were getting ready to be from a single bachelor with a child to a single parent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were transitioning. So as things shifted, as we became an item, exclusive, what did he? What? Well, let me just ask you just plain. What do you think men are looking for in a wife? Not you. I'm just talking about overall.
This day and age, probably it's the stability.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. Because you got guys out there that, don't get me wrong, you got guys out there that works and stuff, that work, but them taking care of themselves by themselves is good, but they find a wife and they can be taken care of by, they can be able to take care of each other and reach goals together. Yeah, that's stability.
I don't know, babe. I don't know, because I'm gonna tell you, in all the social media fronts, you see a lot of posts from men that are like,
I don't even read them posts. I see them, but I don't pay no mind.
Yeah, you do. I mean, you do, and it's like you out here and you're thinking, wow, what do you even want out of life? Do you want just somebody that to just come and just warm your bed at night? You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
I mean, it's just like, what do you really want? I mean, what is your end goal? Because I'm gonna tell you, once you get older,
this generation,
all that gonna shrivel up now.
The younger generation of men these days, they ain't thinking about this. They thinking about
immediate,
right now.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying.
They ain't thinking about the future.
All that's gonna shrivel up. All that's gonna not work well. You doing all this stuff, and then what you got? Nothing.
But yeah, this
you done dogged every woman that even thought they could, trust you. Yep. You done dogged every woman out, and now you on your sick bed want somebody to come and clean your tail.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, like I said, that men, this younger generation of men, they're not thinking about. They think about now. What can I get done now? They ain't thinking about no future. It was like
it's disheartening.
That's
because that is where a lot of the hurt that women have is because, like I said, women put their all in a relationship.
Yeah, they do.
And you've got people out here who are just winging it.
Yeah.
Like thinking that, hey, or you've got men out here that are just preying on that.
Yeah.
They know a woman is good to their soul. I mean, good as gold, do all the things, and then they just pray and see how much and how quick they can break you.
Well, they just trying to take advantage of that person. That's all. Trying to take advantage of them. And it's vice versa. It go both ways.
It does. Yeah. It does. You got women out here that love breaking up marriages.
Yeah, or breaking a man down.
And breaking a man down.
Yeah.
I mean, you got women out here that just prey on and get attracted or is attracted by a married man.
Yeah.
Woo! I saw somewhere on social media that, this particular young lady just was like, it turned her on.
Well, some women like that.
And I'm like,
I think that's the case. I mean, they think they like married men because they know, they can take care of me, and I ain't gotta be around them 24/7. I can send them back home.
And ain't no telling where they getting anything else from. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. See that what I'm talking about? You bring in all that stuff to your wife.
Yep.
See what I'm talking about? Lord, we need your help. Seriously. I mean, because this right here, this is what the enemy wants to happen. He wants to have discord. He wants all those things.
Yep.
And I'm like,
to break couples up.
Especially married couples.
Yep.
And it's like, dude, do you not understand that when God puts it together, you can't break it. Can't break it. Now, if you allow the enemy to come in between your marriage now.
Oh, that's a whole different story.
That's a different story.
Yeah.
That's a different story. So, well, let me just just kind of read a little bit. Women believe a good husband should be able to financially support a family.
That goes without saying. Because if man ain't got any decency about himself, they gonna take care of their family.
Yeah.
Yeah. That goes without
You know what
saying.
that reminds me, and we talked about it in other spaces. That to me is leadership.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, in a
That
way.
to me is leadership.
In a way.
Because it's like, it's not so much as is saying that, in some regards it could very well be, but it's almost saying that you are able to lead and take care of and show your family and show your children how to be a leader.
How to be a leader.
How to be an effective leader.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are able to lead, I've said it so many times, if you are able to lead me as your wife, I will be more inclined to submit to you.
Right. But a man gotta be able to step into that role and feel comfortable with leading.
With leading.
But a lot of men,
everybody can be a leader.
A lot of men, they take care of their families for the most part. But then you got a few that's out there that just really don't. They just want to get what they can get. Those are the selfish ones.
Yeah, and I say it very quickly. I say it all the time. I say it not so much as in the marriage space, but I also say it in the corporate space. Not everybody can lead now.
Yeah.
Some people need to just sit down.
Yeah, and
just sit down, just let it go. Sit down and watch and learn.
Yeah.
I'm not saying sit down and just stay there. I'm saying that they need to watch and learn. In the corporate world, you go to training, personal development, professional development. In the everyday, daily life, relationship life, what you need to learn and how you can learn, you get a coach to show you and to teach you.
Yep.
And that is what Marriage Unscripted, that is what we do, is we coach couples to navigate dating and engagement and learn how to transition from that space to a married space. And so that is the whole premise about Marriage Unscripted, Pursuing Promise. You learn how to be coachable. Now, if you're not coachable and you're not teachable,
it's not gonna work.
It won't work.
Nope.
It won't work. You've got to be able to be coachable. And so until the next time, we will see you back here on Marriage Unscripted Podcast.
Bye-bye.